Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Speed Adventurers. I'm Jake Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming and unboxing channel, where today we have another Build Me a Dream, but this time it's kind of an aside. So, for those who are following the series, you'll know that I try to alternate between Mario Sunshine and Sonic Adventure. And it's been a while on Sonic Adventure. That's because I've been trying to do Skydeck for so long and trying to figure out what I want to do. I've had 3 different ideas. I've technically already made the stage, but the problem is I don't really like it, and I've just been trying to rack my brain trying to figure out what to do with it. So I figured maybe if I made a few aside stages, that'll get my blood flowing and we'll be able to figure out something for it. Because if I want to be able to tote the idea of building every single Sonic Adventure stage in Smash Ultimate, I also have to go through Skydeck. Great. You know what? Since the egg carrier has been on my mind, I figured we'd do some stuff from the egg carrier. Now, because this is an aside, this will not be the Hot Shelter episode. However, it will be for Hedgehog Hammer. I didn't think I would do any of these side or bosses until way later if I decided to do them, but hey, it's an aside, so why not? Now, there are a few caveats that I should mention before we start this up. First off, as you know, Smash Creator has a lot of limitations. Therefore, there is only so many backgrounds, and there is surprisingly none for any mechanisms. No mechanical backgrounds, which isn't great when you want to make a bunch of Sonic stages because a lot of them have mechanical backgrounds, and I'm quickly realizing this is going to be a problem for stages later on for Sonic Adventure. But because of this, I basically just went with the darkest, plainest, most basic out of all of them, which isn't saying much because that is actually space, and I figure, you know what, we'll probably end up covering up. I'll figure it out. Also, unfortunately, if I decide to change it, I can't. We're kind of stuck with it. Music-wise, thankfully, we can change, but there's only so much that I can figure out for the Hedgehog Hammer song, because it's like a really fast cafe type of music, and it's not very built for Smash. So, who knows if I'll find a better song, but right now we have Tough Guy Alert. I tried to find a song where I'd at least be able to picture Amy bashing some hedgehog dolls. Probably doesn't make sense if you haven't played Sonic Adventure. But at the same time, if you haven't, I'm more so interested in you watching this video. Either way though, rambling aside, let's try to build this aside. Alright guys, here we go with the post-commentary of Hedgehog Hammer. Now I did try to do this on the day that I actually made the stage, but I was trying to do this joke intro with an Eggman voice, and I had to keep doing it, and it made my throat super scratchy. And then I just got super tired and super bummed out after like 7 minutes of doing the entire post-commentary and scrapping it. So here I am, a few days later. Not gonna lie, a little bit tired because I've been binge watching Miraculous Ladybug for a second time, and somehow it's still got its hooks in me to where I still want to constantly watch it and stay up as long as physically possible. So if my commentary's a bit meh, I apologize. Just blame the awesome creators of that show. But either way though, let's talk about the stage itself, which actually froze for a second in my video. Already a great start. But first thing I decided to do with this stage was actually to make the Sonic, Supersonic, and the Robotnik dolls, mainly because even though these guys were in the background, they were really what the stage would be around, like built around, and what I would have to focus on. because in the actual stage, if you guys have played Sonic Adventure, I mean, you probably have, or you probably at least enjoy it if you're watching this video, or you like creativity, which, thank you, if that's the case. But the actual thing is this mini game where Amy's trying to escape the egg carrier, and Eggman's like, "Ha! You can't escape my prison, so you have to destroy your love to prove that you are worthy of escaping." And then Amy has to go in a circle and bash a bunch of Sonic and Supersonic Hedgehogs. Sonic gives like 100 points, Supersonic gives 500, and Robotnik gives negative because, of course, he made the game, so, you know, it's going to be one of those things where he's like, "Don't bash my head, that's rude." But of course, you also have the spinning hammer at this point, I'm pretty sure. Or this is how you get it, because you also go back and get her other power-up by this. But the game doesn't outright tell you, and it's a secret power-up that just makes the hammer longer. It's wild. But essentially, there's just this circle of them popping in and out. And of course, I couldn't do that. I could only do a good, like, 3, but I really like how it turned out. And there's a part that you guys aren't gonna see. I know, super scandalous, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what is this secretive thing that is happening?" Don't worry, I'm actually gonna tell you. That would be the railing system, which took me about 40 minutes to get down, because I decided I wanted them to go up and down at different times, just like how the game works. And it was very difficult to get that down, so I figured the content that I got didn't really show that off very well, and I didn't record the like 40 minutes of me trying to get it right, so that part's just not going to be shown. But you guys will at least see them go up and down at different times, and essentially the way that worked was that I put them in different positions, and originally I put them at different speeds. The problem with this, however, is that Dr. Robotnik and Supersonic would come up at the same time, despite Supersonic being like 20 or 30 times faster. And because of this, they would just pop up at the same time, despite the positioning, because essentially they were same distance minus or plus speed made them come up at the same time. But I also wanted to make Sonic the most common because he's the most common in the game. So that's why I had Sonic be, you know, going up at a different time. But because I was like, oh, well, Eggman should be rare but also slow, and Supersonic should be super rare but super fast because it's like the actual thing. It's a very limited creator, so I wasn't able to do that. And if any of that translated well through my entire gibberish, awesome. If not, I'm so sorry. The funny part too is at some point I accidentally deleted the metal part of the background, and I'd never realized this. And when I went back, I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to redo this. So I tried to make ramps up to the green part, and it works on the one side for Mario, but the other side is like, nah, I'm not gonna let you climb this. It's gonna be a wall that you're gonna bonk into. So who knows? Maybe like Ganondorf or somebody with really long legs can do it, but Mario, not so much. He's got to jump it. And of course, you cannot have Hedgehog Hammer without the score. Now, the stage is kind of interesting because at face value, it's very much a flat stage. The entire gimmick and premise around it and everything is essentially just eye candy. It's what you look at in the front of like Casinopolis. Something to draw you in instead of actually being something that is super gimmicky and elaborate. So I wasn't able to get the hedgehogs to, you know, be a part of the stage except for the background. But because of this, the hologram and the score is actually a part of the stage where you can jump on the lower part. I accidentally put the top platform later on in the background and just decided to leave this. And you'll see later on that I actually had to delete that and then re-put it in because of another background element, just to make it fit, because Smash Brothers limitations for the stages are just freaking ridiculous, man. I can't even tell you how difficult it really is. So, the thing is, okay, also, one of the limitations, because the ice is what I wanted to use, but it would have made the platform slippery. And that's not a lot of fun, so I changed it to the sponge, even though the ice would have looked better. Yeah, the fact that that's a limitation is just kind of irritating in and of itself. But then you have the other limitations, like, I sent this to my friend Kevin, because I always like showing him and my one work friend my different stages in Smash. And he got super excited, because he was like, oh, dude, it's gonna be super cool to see how fights go when you're going against the pillars. And he doesn't really play Sonic Adventure. He never really has. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, they don't do that. Because they can't. There's actually a limitation. And I never thought about doing that because the creator is so limiting. And I've done so much in this creator that it's just something that I never thought about. And it's so weird and so silly that it just never crossed my mind. But of course, that's all because the limitations of the creator. Because had I had tried to do this, essentially, it would have been one of those things where it either would have stopped on the actual platforms and not worked right, or it would have connected with the platforms and the entire stage would be moving, which, despite how a Skydeck stage would go with a concept like that, wouldn't be very fun to play on, which is also why I'm having so much trouble with Skydeck, and I don't know what to do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, all in all, though, that's the entire reason why this stage exists. And when I first did the post-commentary and tried to, I hadn't actually played on the stage, but now I have. And it's super fun. It's just that there's a thing that's broken, because of course there is, because it's Smash Brothers Stage Creator, and you can't have a nice stage without something being broken. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for so many times. I love it, but man, is it frustrating. Either way, though, we are actually getting to the end. Despite it being an aside, it did take a while. But the thing is, at the same time, there was a lot of that content that was cut out, and it's still one of the longest ones anyway. Man, I don't know. I've been thinking that maybe I should try to restructure how I do this series and just try to make it a little bit quicker. Maybe by getting rid of the intro and doing like stage introductions and trying to get rid of that repetition, because there's the post-commentary and the end comments. So all I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry these are so long, but either way, I hope you enjoy and see what the other Spins has to say. And there you go, guys. One Hedgehog hammer ready to go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I called this an aside because I thought it was actually going to take less time. And while in general it did, it also took a lot of time because I had to try to figure out how in the world to get the Sonic, Supersonic, and the Robotnik doll going up and down the way that I wanted them. At first I tried different speeds, and I quickly realized that wouldn't work because they kept popping up at the exact same times, because I would end up having the lengths changed. So because the Robotnik doll was slower and slightly further down than Sonic, because I wanted the regular Sonic to be the common one, and the Supersonic one was super far down but super quickly, what would happen is the regular Sonic would come up, go down, and then at the same time the Robotnik and the Supersonic would come up at the exact same time. So it was a lot of trial and error to try to get this. It's not perfect. I'm sure I'm going to fix it, but I didn't record a lot of that because a lot of it was deciding whether I wanted it smooth moving, unhinged, whether I wanted it, to be a certain length, and that was a lot of effort. It was a good half hour, 40 minutes of just me adjusting all of that, which is wild because the dolls took like 10 minutes. All three of them. That first clip was just a good 10 minutes. And then as I was doing that, I ended up accidentally deleting the steel ground, which I didn't show me putting it back up, but that's why those ramps are now there. The one ramp is fairly smooth, the other one isn't. Maybe I'll play around with that, maybe not. But I did run into another problem. So at the end, I was putting these graphical touches, and one thing about the stage builder is it is really weird and really specific. So the circle, you need a specific amount of space to make it. And if you don't have that, it's not going to let you. But the semi-solid lines are just a small amount. So what happened was that I didn't have enough room to put the extra circle, the final touch on there, which those I might adjust, you know, those Brainiac circles. That's all I could put in there. But I think it looks nice. But I was panicking because I'm like, there's nothing I can remove. What can I do? And I realized all I had to do was get rid of one of the semi-solid lines for the hologram for the score, and then it let me make the circle. After that, then I was able to do it. Then I was able to put it there, which is silly. Also, I have to have those lines there to hide the fact that I am terrible at making hollow circles. Because for some reason, the railing system has circle and squares. But the actual free tool doesn't have its own section to where you can make hollow circles. Unless I don't know about this, and it's very likely that I don't. But it's very frustrating because I needed to make two of them, and there's no copy and paste tool either, so there wasn't really that much that I could do. All in all, though, I do really like this stage. I'm a little bit bummed out about the music because I have no idea what to put for it. And sure, it's a simple stage, but I think it turned out nice. I'm also really glad that I did this because, again, I can't figure out what to do with Skydeck. Now, because this took longer, I don't know if I'm going to actually make the other stage that I was thinking about making today. We'll see. But again, I'm just glad that I was able to get this done, and it looks really nice. It's also my first time doing a medium stage, which you'd think, Spins, have you really only been making these as large stages? The answer is yes. I don't know if it makes if it changes the whole weight thing, or if it's just the blast zone, but I'm assuming it's weight. And a lot of the stages that I wanted to do take up a lot of room. The only thing that I'm sad about is the fact that you can't just make it go like up and down with the blast zone and make a vertical stage. I don't want a scrolling stage. I just want to be able to, you know, customize the blast zone so then I can make taller stages without really having as much of a problem. But unfortunately, you can't do that. Either way, though, before we end off this video, I want to go through and play the stage. Now, it's not necessarily going to be perfect, but, you know, I'm still excited for it. It's also one of the only times that I'm actually recording this during daylight. It's a good 2:20 p.m., because I did this at a decent time, which also means I never got stuck on this. Which is kind of neat. I was trying to rack my brain, too, on who Amy would be, and the game, I'm pretty sure, puts the spirit as Inkling for some reason? I'm not really sure why. Now that I think about it, I know it's two different people, but in Sonic Adventure, Amy does have Birdie with her. So, I mean, we could have it be like this, and this would probably be the best. Also, no thank you to a level 3. Let's do a level 7. Just enough to show that I am okay at this game, but not enough to get creamed, basically. And unlike a lot of the Sonic Adventure stages of late, this is actually one of those where there's a lot of fighting ground. Oh god, I did not expect it to go that way. Oh god, the supersonic creepy pasta doll has a, oh shoot. Has like a little red ear that I didn't mean to do. Just because, like, the circles and stuff are just really, really weird when it comes to that sort of thing. Because for some reason, in the foreground, it makes a whole big deal about, oh, hey, here's where it is. But then in the super background, it doesn't really care. And it doesn't shrink it at all. So I don't know why that is. I've noticed, even though this is very flat, we've been in the air a lot. And, oh gosh, that's Birdie dead. Amy's going to be very sad that the Chaos Emerald is going to be gone. Well, Eggman's going to be sad about that. Amy's more so going to be sad that her friend is gone. I also didn't know that counted as a wall, which is interesting. Okay, get out. I'm going to say get out of here, but I guess Supersonic wants to play Hedgehog Hammer. And now we can do that. This is probably not what Eggman expected, and lucky for him, Supersonic was never in the egg carrier. I guess you could say Sonic Unleashed kind of fixed that problem. Just, it wasn't really the egg carrier, it was more so just like an enhanced version. I'm also not sure if the hologram should be grabbable. Theoretically, I guess, hypothetically, if it's a hologram, you shouldn't be able to stand on it anyway. But I thought it would be cool to have it be like the boxing ring stage. Just, of course, I can't have it fall. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is actually a really good stage for the Ice Climbers' final smash. I don't mean for them to use it. I mean for me to deal with. So, hey, maybe when I test this out with my siblings, I'm going to be like, hey, Max, use Ice Climbers. I dare you. And it'll be like, okay. Little does he know. It's not for theming, it's for my own personal gain of not having to deal with that special. I'm sure they can move it though, but since it's in the ground like that, it seemed like they couldn't. Who knows, maybe I'll just be completely wrong and somebody will send me a video of them using it. Oh god, Caesar! I just called him Caesar? I guess his first name can be Julius. Now if I ever get that Pokemon on my team, I should now name him Julius. And people will be like, why'd you make a Madagascar reference? That's weird. It's very strange. Very, very bizarre. But yeah, it's like Caesar, something like that. And dude, look at that. It's too bad the Supersonic doll's not here right now. Oh, here we go! Guys, we can... No, I wanted to go super right next to him. Oh, and he stopped! Oh, that's cute. That's actually really cute. And then we went out of Super to the hologram. As Supersonic always does. I'm not gonna lie, if I seem frazzled, it's because I'm probably too tired to record. And Pokemon Sword... I mean, I did a stream of Pokemon Sword that was about 5 hours, and I haven't really done that a lot. Why is there another Smash Ball? What the heck, dude? This is really weird. This is very strange. I mean, Smash Ball's coming up often, sure, but that was 3 natural Smash Balls. Pretty sure... Oh my god, yeah, it's having trouble moving on that. Okay, so I was right. Interesting. Oh god, this is not the Pokemon I want right now. Oh, geez, you teched Executor. Just saw an episode with him in it. I almost said where Hop got him. But no, where Go got him. Aw, dude, that would have been nice. Too bad this wasn't the pool stage. Man, what if I just make every single room in the egg carrier as a stage? I did consider the pool. That was one of the considerations, and the jail cell was another one. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I mean, it's a fairly basic stage, and I understand that. It's basically like a build a dream light. Or, you know, as I said, an aside, because it's just a quick side project type of thing. But yeah, there we go. And if you guys have any ideas, I mean, I'm not saying let me steal your stage ideas for Skydeck, but if you guys have any like ideas that can inspire me to figure out what the heck to do with Skydeck, please let me know. Because it didn't get a generations treatment, so it's not like I have a second base to go off of. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know, because there's really not much to Skydeck, and the main stage gimmick isn't really something you can do in Smash, or I feel would be fun. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed Hedgehog Hammer. If you guys actually have made any egg carrier stuff or Hedgehog Hammer in and of itself, let me know, because I am genuinely curious. And you might be like, Spins, there's a Skydeck here. There is, but as I said in the beginning, I really want to recreate it because this does not look great. It's not great. It's not a great stage. But I think I can do it. I just need to figure it out. But yeah, there we go. That's that. And I would say, meet me next time for the next time we do an egg carrier stage or blah, blah, blah. I would tell you, but if I don't do it, then this is really awkward because it's not a teaser. It's a meep situation. And I don't want that. But granted, I'm not going to have millions of people asking me, where's the meep special? So I'd probably be fine. But anyway, though, as I said, if you built this, share it with me because I'm curious. And if you like this video, make sure to check out the other Sonic Adventure stages. As well, we do have a Sunshine series going on, which either I'll do another side or we'll jump back to Sunshine or Skydeck or something. I don't know. I'm basically not going to promise anything. But what I will say is thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep your toes safe. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe if you really liked it. You can also hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss any videos by me. And on the screen right now, there's my first channel subscription, second channel, as well as some videos to check out. Alright guys, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you later.